I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
How many courses does the Wittenborg run at the moment?
Well, we moved to Appledorn in the summer, and we've got our Bachelor of Business Administration, International Business Administration, which has got 8 specialisations, 8 minors.
So it's one bachelor's programme that has got 8 minors.
That's right. That's the formula that Wittenborg has. We run a highly modularised programme which allows students to start at 6 times a year, and also to specialise in 8 different areas within that business administration programme, which is a very broad programme.
Okay. Can you name me some of the specialisation areas?
Sure. We've got economics and management, which is the most popular, of course. Hospitality business management, which is becoming more popular. Marketing communication.
Okay.
We've got logistics, international trade. We've got financial services management. Entrepreneurship is the key module at the moment, which we're developing further.
Okay. Some of those sound generic and some of them sound very specific. How were these modules generated, and where was the decision-making criteria for generating the modules in the first place?
Well, the idea of a broad business program is to attract students from all backgrounds, really, but also students who really don't know quite what they want to do, but they know that they want to be involved in business of some sort. And then the specialisations are chosen on the basis of research that we do in student populations and programs that are run in and outside of the Netherlands, to see which programs are the most popular. But also, of course, business itself has a big influence as to which minors we bring into the program. Obviously, if there's a specific industry that is looking for people and looking for young graduates to go into that industry, then that's an industry that we will focus on.
I know that within the Wittenborg, where every student has to go on work placement, and they have to get jobs with local companies. Do you find that those local companies influence the direction of your specialisation areas?
I think they absolutely are starting to, now that we've moved to Appledorn, because of course our exposure here is much higher than it was before, and our contacts with local industries, but also large local industries, have become quite intense. So, for instance, insurance companies that are interested in developing minors in particular areas of insurance is definitely going to influence our curriculum development.
Okay. Now, you mentioned entrepreneurship, which took us from the present status, which is one bachelor's program with 8 specializations, to the future status. What is the future?
The future is that we're going to embark upon, or we have embarked upon, an intensive period of program development. We're going to develop a number of the specializations into full-bodied independent programs. Mm-hmm. The first one is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the core of our Wittenborg. I think, you know, we're really very much one of the most entrepreneurial schools that you can think of. If you look at our roots, if you look at our being at the moment and its direction.
Okay.
So the program, the Bachelor in Entrepreneurship, is going through accreditation. We're going to be accrediting through, in the first instance, through FIBA, which is the Federation of International Business Administration Accreditation, mm-hmm. Based in Bonn. It's a Swiss organisation and does accreditations in Austria, Switzerland and Germany.
Okay.
We feel it's really very important for our international image to have not only a Dutch accreditation but also another European accreditation.
Okay.
After the Bachelor in Entrepreneurship has been accredited, we're going to continue with our accreditation process, and the next program, it's now being assessed, is a Master in International Business and Management. We're going to be focusing on a more research-based master, so not an applied master, not an MBA, but a real master degree where students are really researching the subjects and the areas from both their experiences within the university and contact with companies and organisations. After that, we've got a Bachelor in Financial Services Management that's also being written as we speak. And the aim is in September 2011 to have at least 2 new Bachelor full independent of the IBA Bachelor programs running, and a Master's, Research Masters of Science in International Business and Management.
So, let me see if I understand this correctly. You have a bachelor's in International Business Administration. Beneath that, there are certain focus areas. One of those focus areas was originally entrepreneurship. So that focus area has now become a bachelor's topic within its own right.
Absolutely.
Another of those focus areas was financial management.
Yeah.
That has now become a bachelor's, or the intention is to make it a bachelor's within its own right. The bachelor's has specialization areas, and the Wittenborg's strategy or reality is to, when those areas of specialization pick up enough interest within their own right and enough following within their own right, then they get positioned to become bachelor's courses of their own.
The most important thing is a sustainable education environment within the business school.
Okay.
We have a formula which we've created for the IBA in the first instance. So every bachelor that we design and we write and we put forward for accreditation will follow the same formula as the International Business Administration program.
Okay.
This means that, in actual fact, when the Bachelor in Entrepreneurship is completed, it will overlap, of course, with the IBA to a great extent, which means that students can interact from both programs. It means that the subjects can be developed through both programs, and the continuity of both programs is ensured because one program is always supporting the other.